We often need to access only data satisfying a certain condition. For example, activity monitors collect tons of data, but only motion readings above a certain threshold represent activity. If the motion data are stored in a vector, we can see by the smaller readings that some motion is detected even when we're stationary. How can we extract data from when we are active and modify the near-zero elements to indicate zero motion? Let's assume readings above 0.1 indicate activity, so we'll start by extracting these elements. We first need to identify which elements satisfy this condition. With this command, each element of the vector data is compared with the value 0.1. The result is a logical vector that's the same size as our original vector. Whether each element satisfies our condition is indicated with a 1 or a 0. The syntax we use to extract elements using a logical vector is similar to how we access elements with a vector of indices. We include the logical vector in parentheses, and the logical vector determines which elements to include. For example, we don't want to include the first value, and the 0 indicates that it won't be extracted. We also don't want to include the next 2 elements or the 6th element either. The 1s in the logical vector indicate that the corresponding elements of the vector data will be extracted. The resulting variable contains all of the elements of data larger than 0.1, just like we wanted. Now, we just need to change all of the small numbers to 0. No problem. First, let's create a logical vector using the less than or equal to operator. Now, to modify elements of data where the condition is true, we use the logical vector to reference the appropriate elements of data, and the assignment operator to change those values to 0. And there you go. We've extracted elements from a vector and modified elements in place with 2 easy steps. First, describe your condition using relational and logical operators, and then use the logical vector to access the elements of the original vector satisfying the condition. Now it's your turn, so get started slicing and dicing your data.